Jets fans, come on in. Let's huddle up and talk some football. Now, it's been a long time for me as a fan having to wait through this bye week. I missed seeing our Jets last week. I know the bye week was needed, though. The guys were banged up, and Rex Ryan has alluded to the fact that they had terrific practices this week, and his team is ready physically. Darrell, well, he's 100% now. And to see Darrell 100% means our defense is going to be better. We haven't been as good as we have last season, but you know what, folks? We'll keep taking those wins, right? We keep on winning. That's the key. I think with the rest, along with Darrell, Kelvin Pace is a little bit better. Mangold's a little bit better. The team overall has got to feel really spry going into this game. I would be remiss if I didn't mention our special teams having been a factor big time in the games we've played so far. Our coverage teams have been good. Folk, our field goal kicker, extra point kicker, has been magnificent. And other than not expecting an onside kick and being fooled by Denver, I don't expect that to happen again. So it's a great thing that that happened in a game that we end up winning. Now this week, we're facing the Green Bay, well, this week, right now, buddy, we're facing the Green Bay Packers, and they can play. They can flat play, you folks know that. Aaron Rodgers, of course, is one of the premier quarterbacks in the league. He's a gifted quarterback that's able to move around and bide time. He can throw as well as any quarterback in the league. That's right. You can talk about Peyton Manning, and I think he's the best, along with Brady. Rodgers is right there when it comes to putting the ball where it needs to be. He's got excellent footwork. He's able to buy time. And his offensive line has been doing a heck of a job blocking for him. Against the Vikings last week. Didn't get sacked a time. Able to move around, buy time, get the ball downfield. So I think this offense and this quarterback is going to be a heck of a challenge for the Jets because Rodgers is sharp too. He can read things. That ball's going to come out faster than it would, say, with a Chad Henne at Miami, all right? Rodgers is an excellent quarterback. It's going to give us some fits, folks. On the other hand, their defense is to be concerned with. I like what Damian Woody, our right tackle, had to say about Clay Matthews, the Packers' #1 sack leader. He's relentless. He doesn't know about stopping. He keeps his motor going at all times. And when we watch this game, folks, we'll see the Green Bay Packers utilize a defense that we're referring to as a psycho defense. We've seen our own Jets use it, where we have our defensive players moving around, standing up in different positions before the snap of the ball, not to let the offensive linemen know who's coming from where. Now, the Jets use the same thing. The Packers use this, but it comes down to execution. It comes down to execution. Intelligence, being able to read and pick it up. Matt Slauson, our left guard, has improved tremendously since the beginning of the season. The Jet offensive line is working very well. So, the Packers defense are going to try to stop the running game, which I don't think they're going to be able to. We're healthy. We're biting at the bit to get out there. I really believe that even the addition the Packers have in the defensive line with Howard Green. Howard was with our team for the last couple of seasons, and he knows our defensive packages. He also understands what it's like to practice and play against Nick Mangold. Well, he's not had to play against him yet. But the addition of Green to the roster of the Packers, it's cause for some concern, but it still comes down to execution out there on the field. And we hate to lose Green. He's a good man, but that's the way this game is, folks. People have to move around. around. That's the business. It's a tough one. I don't think Green Bay is going to be up to dealing with the Jets. I really don't. I look at Green Bay's last 3 games, all right? 3 games ago, overtime game. 2 games ago, overtime game. Last Sunday against the Minnesota Vikings, they didn't start until 8:30 at night, and that was a tough game. All right, this is a 1 o'clock kickoff for us today, Eastern time, right? The Packers lost an hour's sleep again. I think they're physically tired. I think they're mentally drained a bit. I think they won't acknowledge that. Neither will Rex Ryan, but I believe we have an edge there, folks. I think our team, being as fresh as they are, as healthy as we are finally, just going to be too much for the Packers to handle. I believe our Jets are going to come away with the win. Now, folks, I want to ask you something because this has been bothering me, and I want to hear what you folks have to think about it. I want you to let me know what your thoughts are on this. Get back to me on BroadwayJoe.tv. But you know what it is? We had a game this week being played in London between the Denver Broncos and the San Francisco 49ers. What if this game happened to be the New York Jets versus the Green Bay Packers? We wouldn't get to see our Jets at home. The Packers don't have their team at home. Now we've got the San Francisco fans and the Denver fans not able to go to a home game because we're playing in London. I want to know what you folks have to think about the NFL taking our teams, the fans' teams, and playing them across the pond way over there in Europe and eliminating a home game for we fans. I don't know. I think it's crazy. I'd be a little hot to have our Jet team playing over there right now rather than in this new stadium. You get back to me and let me know what you think. Until then, let's go Jets at Jetts, TTS. Jets. Well, you know how to spell it, and I know how to spell it, all right? I remember one other time I made a mistake. I was in the 2nd grade. You know that's a joke, right? At any rate, let's have a big game, and I don't want to forget to tell you folks after the game, be careful driving home. It is Halloween, and it's time to party. Halloween night, great family night with the children, great party night for adults, but be safe. Be smart and be safe. I'll be back at you after the Green Bay game. Jets, I know how to spell it. Jets. Ready? Break.